All right, man. It was a bird fight. Bird fight this Thursday. This time it went down in the desert in Glendale, Arizona, as Arizona Cardinals faced off against the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC West division game, man. And we're going to talk about it. And what is the problem in Baltimore? Why are they not rolling like us fans think they should be rolling? And the podcast panel will give you their picks and predictions for week 4. It's all going down, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going down right here on the Real The Sports Talk Show.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all right, no bark, I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over, enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused. I'ma win again, yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog.
All right, man, we thank you so very much for being here with us on this Saturday afternoon, wherever in the world you are watching us right now in any and every continent. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and this is one of the must-see sports podcast shows on YouTube, man. This is the Real Sports Talk Show. And today, man, we're going to talk about Thursday night game. We're going to talk about the hottest news that's coming out in the NFL, and we're going to give you the picks and predictions for the upcoming week. Also, man, we the only podcast on YouTube that actually interacts with the live audience as well. So opinions, please, opinions and comments, man. Please feel free to comment in the live chat during the show. Talk with the podcast panel. Feel free to do that. We are here to listen because here in the Real Sports Podcast, your opinion counts, man. Shout out to all our sponsors over at Lokai, Packdora, and Bonfire.com. I do not have the links up in the description box today, but I will have it next week for sure, man. I will have it next week for sure. All right, I got the heavy hitters. Y'all know who they are. I got the heavy hitters. They are sitting right here. They are the voice of the voiceless. Mark, you know what I'm talking about that one. They are the voice of the voices who keep it real each and every week right here on the Real Sports Talk Show. They are the illustrious Real Sports Podcast panel. It's still Jerry's world. Still Jerry's world. Good old AT&T Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest fan base in all professional sports. And the richest as well. They are the 5-time Super Bowl champion. He represents the Dallas Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen. Do not cross the street. My boy, Wall Street is in the building.
Yes, sir. Thank you, host. Appreciate that introduction. Don't worry, Cowboy fans. We look like we're a little on shaky ground right now. Well, we got a chance to right the ship tomorrow, shake up the world, and get that big victory when Green Bay come visit us at Jerry's World. Let's go. We're not worried.
Let's go, baby.
Not worried.
Calm, cool, and collected Street is. Calm, cool, and collected. All right. Next up, representing the black hole, the silver and black attack, the autumn wind, the 3-time Super Bowl champion. I'm talking about the Las Vegas Raiders. And he is part of the defending UFL champions, only for now because, you know, that title is coming back to Birmingham. But the defending UFL champion, the DC Defenders, ladies and gentlemen. He is very talented, and Mr. Day One, he is Young Mark in the building.
Hey, man, I'm excited to be here. It's a whole new world for the first time in 35 freaking years. Mike Gundy is no longer associated with Oklahoma State University. What in the world is about to happen, folks?
It's crazy.
Got to stay tuned in to Build a Sports Podcast to find out. But Zach Robinson, at the end of the year, come on back home, baby. Atlanta ain't gonna miss you. They ain't gonna treat you right. Come on back home, man.
I could definitely see that, bro. I think he's headed that way too, right? Ain't he the top candidate for that job?
Top candidate of the fan base. He's an alum. Yeah. He played there for us. He's coming home.
That's gonna work. I can see that.
Sorry,
that's
Bijan Robinson. Sorry, Michael Penix. Sorry, Raheem Morris in Atlanta. We got to take him.
All right, last but not least, the OG. I got the OG, who team is right now over in Dublin, Ireland, getting ready for tomorrow, representing the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings is in the building. Old purple and gold himself. He's a living legend, and he is the legendary 𝐾 is in the building. Q, talk to him.
All right. Thanks for the introduction, host. I'm glad y'all were able to tune in today. My boys, we're going over to Dublin, Ireland to play over there overseas. The first time that any NFL team has ever played in Dublin, Ireland. Shout out to that to play Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, he is back. Free three. I'm talking about Jordan Addison, baby. He is back in the fold to join this team to take this offense to another level. Thank you. Glad to see him back in the flow with Justin Jefferson, T.J. Hawkinson, and the board. I want to give a shout out to 𝐾𝐨𝐬𝐵. We had some injuries going on and kind of injury play early during the year. And he brought in these 4 players, and they have plugged in nicely. We had an injury to Blake Cashman out of hamstring. Eric Wilson has came in and filled in nicely wearing the green dot. I want to give a shout out to our first free agency player we picked out, Isaiah Rodgers, which showed out last week, was the first player in history to have a 99% PFF grade. First player in history. Oh boy, you was dominant. We need you to keep that going. I doubt if you ever stay on that level, but that was history being made. Shout out to Isaiah Rodgers. Another player we brought in during the summertime was Carson Wentz. He came in, fielded nicely. Didn't throw the game away. Couple touchdowns and no interceptions. Shout out to Carson Wentz. Keep that going. And the biggest acquisition that Coach brought in was Jordan Mason. Last week, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. He became the first time as starting for the Minnesota Vikings. I think we need to keep him in there. Keep him as the first string starter. And I like the way we're moving. Players are coming back. So, yes, instead of going in and watching your local pastor early in the morning, watch us. We will be live at 9:30 tomorrow morning overseas in Ireland. And all I can say is go Vikings. Let's continue this game going, baby. Beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Score! Yes, sir. Score! Score! Go! 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, my
Where you
stomach.
score that, Mark? I mean, where you score that? There you go. There you go. There you go. Where's that, Wallace? Where you score, Wallace? What's wrong with your hand?
I'm here.
Come on, baby.
Good luck to the Vikes over there, man. Across the waters against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I cannot. That's too early for me, but hopefully, if it ain't raining, I'll be fishing. But good luck to them. Man. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. Live chat here. Sojo, what's up, Sojo? In a party.
What's going on?
What up, nephew?
I don't have faith in alumni.
You must be talking about my situation. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It happens. We gonna turn it around.
Yeah.
They ain't turned that around.
All right, John, go where you at?
Hey, Street, you say that. When we hire John Gruden as our next head coach, I want you to remember that, all right?
Dog.
I'm surprised seeing John Gruden get back in football. I like
me too. I see him be a pro.
He'll be a better pro coach, but I don't think he'll be bad around the youth people though. He got a youthful energy.
Yeah, I don't think those pros can take. I don't think they can take Gruden, man, because he hardcore.
Grinder.
Yeah, bro, he hardcore, but I don't think any college team can take him. He had them all crying.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you need to cry a little bit.
Yeah, you need some tough. Look at Nick Saban, man. Nick Saban tough as a mother, but he got us 6 championships.
Out of that.
I mean, let me ask you this, Street. Would you rather have a tough head coach who knows how to win football games, or a soft player that don't know how to play for him like Tua Tagovailoa?
Holy hell, good question.
I agree. I can't argue with that. Give me a tough. I'd rather have a tough nose coach too, though. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Gruden is a college coach. I just don't see him.
Man, we had Jimmy Johnson back in the day.
I agree with Street.
That's before he got the taste.
No. I can't do that. I don't know. I'm with Street on that one, bro. I can't see John Gruden going to a college team.
But I don't think he'll be a bad coach for kids. But I just rather see him in the league.
Yeah.
In the league.
Like I said, I don't think they can take it. I just don't think. If they had a problem with Bobby Knight back in the day, what you think they're gonna get with John Gruden? He's like the football Bobby Knight.
Gruden been out of coaching he did come back for a little short stint with the Raiders, but before that, he was out of coaching for a minute.
Man, he been out for like.
And when he came back, he didn't lose a step. Street. He was out of the game that long and didn't lose a step.
I think he's decent.
He just don't let him draft.
That's what you ain't got to worry about that in college. We good.
Yeah. If you go to pro, just don't let him draft. Let him call play.
You better know.
Yeah, damn, the draft sucks. Oh man. Oh well. Well, again, man, thank you guys for being here. Man. We're gonna have a bang show for you guys here today. We're gonna first off, we had the picks. Let's start off with the picks. Man. Start off with the picks. Let's see who won. 24 was jumping. That was a good show, man. I'm telling you. Defuse a bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, week 3. King is, for the first time this season, we got a tie. But one of the winners is sitting right here in front of us. He is the dog. The dog with the win this week. The dog. The dog is the king, and Rockstar Rock is there too, man. So shout out to Rockstar Rock and the dog. Oh, Mark, pull up the rear, man. Yeah. Hey, Nate. Hey, Nate, Mark went. Hey, Nate. This is the worst. I think. No. I think. Yeah. This. I think
this is the worst I've ever done personally.
Yeah. This is the worst. The worst.
I mean, bro, we went 500 though, Mark. So funny.
Yep. I can
hey,
see
man.
Whatever. Ain't too bad, man. Ain't too bad. The dog and Rockstar Rock both tied with 11-5. Both went 11-5. So shout out to you, Q. You are sharing that title with Rockstar Rock as the king of prediction for week 3. Week 3. Speaking of predictions, what's up, girl? What's happening? That's what's happening? Damn, Street.
You don't mean that.
Hey, Miss Joe, you might want to sit down to the Raiders too, boy. Y'all put a mollywop on us.
But you need to be worrying about the
host. Come on, man.
Got to get the Redskins. Got to get the Redskins some love. I mean, the Commanders. I know. Commanders, I'm sorry. Got to get the Commanders. Shout out to them. They beat the brakes off of us. Hey, it is what it is. Life goes on. Hey, we ain't the only 1-2 team in the NFL. We the only. We the only 1-2 out there, so I feel good with it. Fuck it. It is what it is. Yeah, y'all look good. Real talk.
No comment.
Real talk. They did. They beat us. Man.
You ain't got that good. It's be quiet, I guess.
Yeah, they out again, but I think y'all can. I think they can hold their own against the Falcons. Now the Falcons, the pass rush.
They look terrible against Carolina.
Yeah, Carol. I mean, I don't understand it. You beat the shit out of Minnesota, but then you go, but you get beat by the Carolina. That's the up and down of football.
That's it, right there.
Up and down of it. Yeah, and that's why we're such fans, and that's why so much money is around this whole organization, because you just never know what you're gonna get. You just never know. 30-0. Nobody seen that coming. Nobody.
Hell,
not even a Carolina fan. That's crazy. Sojo said 3-0, 2-0 in the division with a lot of injuries. Who's this?
Yeah.
49ers?
Yeah, 49ers is, yeah.
It's only two. It's only two teams.
Sojo's team, the 49ers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was say it's only two teams is undefeated. The Chargers and the 49ers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I hate it too. Where I hate it.
Man.
I can't stand up backwards, man.
You talking about the 49ers?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't like them.
Them motherfuckers, they rolling, man. And they rolling just on offense. Defense ain't defense is but they ain't played nobody yet though.
They find a way to win, boy. I tell you.
They find a way to win. Mac Jones, though. Man, that was he was on the skin of his teeth for that one, boy. But hey, shout out to 49ers. As Mark say, bang bang, not a game.
Oh boy, it's coming out of college though.
Who's that?
Their head coach.
Yeah, remember when the draft was happening? There was a lot of rumors that San Francisco was going to draft Mac Jones that year, but they took Trey Lance instead.
2 division games already. I tell you.
Yeah.
So we aren't we down 1 division game.
So are we.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
We're 1-1. So right. Yeah, y'all Raiders.
I don't give a shit. As long as we beat the Chiefs, I'm all right. I'm all right, man. Cause we beat the Chiefs this year, baby.
They're not world beaters. We got a chance.
Hell no. We got their ass this year. You just wait. Just wait, baby. Mm-hmm. All right, man. You know, and I wanted to talk about this because what went down, Monday between, and I know we're not reviewing Monday's game between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens, but something ain't right with Baltimore, man. This team, to me, just me personally, this team is so goddamn stacked from offense to defense. Well, offense, the wide receivers with Flowers and Bateman, they're not household names, but they're definitely pretty decent wide receivers. But I don't know, man. This team, the Baltimore Ravens, man, they just from 2000 all the way down to now has just been the team, and I'm just starting to lose. I don't know. So it's a major problem that's going on, and I don't know what it is, and I want to hear you guys' opinion on it. Let's start off with Mark, man. What is going on? You think, what is the problem in Baltimore, and how would you fix it?
There are 2 problems going on in Baltimore. I think number 1, this season, we got to be honest with each other here, fellas. While he is, yes, quite possibly one of the greatest running backs who have ever played the game of football, Derrick Henry has been a liability for Baltimore this season. In every single game and just about the most crucial moment possible, brother man has fumbled, give another team a chance, and they've been able to go on and beat Baltimore. But the real root of the issue overall, and it's the same thing I've been saying on this show for a hot minute. I've been vilified for it, but I keep getting proven right time and time again. Lamar Jackson doesn't have his takeover ability. And what I mean by that is, like, when it's crunch time, when it's late in the game and you really need your offense to come through with a play, it's certain players that just put their teammates and their fan base at ease because it's like, hey, we got so-and-so under center. A prime example, still in the league to this day, and I know people are going to get mad at me, is Baker Mayfield. He was taken number 1 overall in that same draft class with Lamar. And Monday night, a couple of weeks ago, when he was on the road in Houston, it was less than 2 minutes ago. Tampa had to have it. They needed a 4th down conversion, and everybody just did their job. And lo and behold, like clockwork, Baker Mayfield came through for them, and they went on to win the game. Same thing on Sunday with the Jets. After that catastrophic field goal, he rallied the troops. They all believed in number 6, and he led them on the game-winning drive, and they won the game. I have yet to see elements of that in Lamar Jackson's game, even going all the way back to college. Is he supremely talented? Yes, but it's one of those classic situations of, like they used to say back in the day, a high tide lifts all boats. Lamar Jackson isn't one of those high tide type of quarterbacks, and if he hasn't been this long in his football career, I don't see him doing that. In order for Baltimore to turn it around, not only does he have to step up and play at an elite level, but you also have to have other players on that team, specifically on offense, who can raise their game up to the same level. You can't expect Lamar to raise their game. They have to have it in them themselves. I don't see that out of Zay Flowers just yet. I kind of see it out of DeAndre Hopkins. I used to see it out of Derrick Henry, but just based off what I've seen so far this year, I don't think he has it anymore. So until they find that second dog that's going to be able to step up and match Lamar's energy, whether it be on offense or whether it be on defense, they're just going to be stuck as being a really good but middle of the road team.
So how would you fix this thing? How would you, if you was John Harbaugh or John Harbaugh's assistant or anything? In just put it like this: if you was in John Harbaugh's mind, his conscience, how would you fix this problem?
I would say stop being so daggone conservative late in the game. Like, just literally let Lamar cook. Give him full control of the offense. It's 2 minutes. He's a multi-time MVP. Just let him do this thing. Let him work. Because he's fresh in my mind, thanks to that documentary, I think about Jimmy Johnson a lot and how Jimmy Johnson was so against letting the foot up off of the gas because he got spurned by it in college with Doug Flutie. And after Doug Flutie did it to him, he never did it again. He didn't care how far up he was in the game. He was going to keep the pedal on the metal, and he was going to keep running up that scoreboard until there was no time left. And I think that Baltimore really needs to adapt that mentality. Yeah, it's cool. You got Derrick Henry, and you can hand the ball off. You got Justice Hill and everything. But I think at some point, if you guys really want to go to the next level, give Lamar the keys. Give him full, complete, and utter access to that offense, and let the chips fall where they're made. But at least you can say, hey, we put it in number 8's hands, and we let our MVP decide the game for us.
It's your quarterback. Got you. It's your quarterback handle it. Q, you've been watching football, of course. You've been watching football longer than probably all of us here. And you actually talked about this game Tuesday between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. But what do you think, Q, is the problem and the reason why the Baltimore Ravens are right now 1-2 instead of 3-0?
Well, first of all, I always said I'm kind of listening to Mark and what he had to say, and he couldn't have been so more clearer in some things that he was saying. I really just don't believe in Lamar Jackson. I'm just the kind of person that I feel that he is just not a winner. He's one of the most remarkable talents that we ever seen come through the NFL.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to game-winning drives and winning and when teams need you in the moment to make that clutch touchdowns and anything, it's just not there. again, like Mark was saying, is Derrick Henry with his fumbling problems at crucial parts of the game, keeping teams in there. But I really prevalent. I really put this on the biggest problem. Not people not looking around. I think it's the defense. The defense is really just with all the players that they have brought in. They don't get that pressure up front to squeeze the pocket. With their front four. They're strong in the secondary with all the players that they have, but their front four, they're not getting home like they're supposed to get home. They're not crushing that pocket. They're not keeping teams up under 20, up under 18. I prefer a team that keeps a team that's up under 18 points is a good solid defense, and it's the defense that's leaving them out to dry like that because you're keeping teams in it. And you're keeping teams in it, you're letting teams score, and also give them an opportunity with a chance that that they might can be in this game and win the game. If the offense playing the way they and the defense playing, the game should be won like what? Maybe they're scoring almost 30, 20-something to 7 or 20-something to 13 or something like that. You're keeping teams, defense is letting these teams, allowing these teams to hang around, allowing these teams to be on prevalent in the fourth quarter, and then then the Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry feel like they got to do what they got to do within the fourth quarter to keep to win these games, and I just don't see that's in them like that. With the fumbles on Henry and then Lamar Jackson, he's just not that type of clutch player like that. I think once they get up on you like that, the defense should just hold it down all game long. Get that old defense they had back in the day, like with Ray Lewis on the board, but they're not going to have that type of defense. But they need that type of defense, a defense that's going to be strong. And I think it's for them to change it around. The defense has to get better. Lamar Jackson, and we know that Derrick Henry, they're going to do what they do. They're going to score points. But this defense has to start getting a whole lot better if they're going to continue, if they want to win games and not keep teams in game to win games. So I put the hat more on the defense than anything. I Lamar Jackson, like I say, I just don't believe he's the kind of quarterback that's going to get you to the promised land. I just think he'll win games for you, and I can see that. But he can't win it without a defense that needs to play up to par.
Yeah.
So I put it on them.
So you went to defense. Now, my question is to you is how would you fix this? Again, if you was John Harbaugh, or the same question I gave Mark, if you was John Harbaugh, or in John Harbaugh's mind, I put it like this: if you was Zachary Orr, which is the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, you was Zach Orr, what would you do to fix this?
I mean, you just have to your front seven. You got to get somebody. You're gonna get some players, and it's gonna bring that pressure, man. Gonna squeeze that pocket. When my offense out here, they're doing what they're doing. Derrick Henry's a workhorse, but even a workhorse get tired. After a while, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a powerful back, and you know what I'm saying? He's going to get his, but you can't put him in a position to win games and Lamar Jackson to win games when our defense is not getting home to the quarterback and keeping offenses, keeping them with chances to win in the fourth quarter. And so you have to get players that, if you haven't brought the players in or whatever, you got to get on your defensive line, man. You got to start squeezing that pocket, get some pressures up there, get you some sacks, get your linebackers free. You know what I'm saying? Get some double teams so that you got to squeeze that pocket, man. If you don't have your front seven ain't good, your damn secondary. If your front seven ain't, and they put all their money in their secondary, seem like. They got star players out there in that secondary, but it's no good if you can't get no squeeze on that pocket back on that quarterback. That front seven has to play better. So he got to put a fire up on them guys or something, man, and get that defense, that front seven, especially that front seven, and get them to plan where they can crush that, squeeze that pocket, make that quarterback a little nervous, stuff like that. Get some interception. Or get some 3 and outs, and get a lot of punts on the stat sheet. They have to keep the team offenses at bay where they won't be prevalent in the fourth quarter. That's what's wrong. They're being prevalent. These teams are being prevalent in the fourth quarter, with the Josh Allen comebacks. And what happened last week, you're making these teams being prevalent. They getting gashed by the run game. You got gashed by the run game. We got gashed by the run game too. So we got to tighten up on that, the kind of stuff like that, man. Your offense will be good, but your defense, it's starting to come around. I'm starting to see defenses now that, you got a good defense. You're gonna make your offense look good, but you know what I'm saying. And streets, you can confer on that. If your defense ain't no good, you know what I'm saying. Hey, it ain't no matter how much your offense scoring, you letting other teams stay in the game.
Right.
You're not so your defense has to be good, man. It's coming back to that time. We're working on these offenses, getting all these star players on the offense, but the offense ain't gonna be no good without a decent defense that can hold teams at bay. If you play somebody with an offense just as good or that can score points like you, this is gonna be a shootout. That's what it's all gonna be. It's gonna be a damn shootout. And you're gonna keep them alive in the fourth quarter, and then there you go. You probably lose the damn game. You know what I'm saying? So, but you need a damn good elite defense, at least a top five. Gotta have a top five defense.
They gotta get back to that.
Gotta get back. We're gonna keep seeing this right here. Teams hanging around with them into the fourth quarter. If that damn defense don't never show the hell up.
Yeah, because the talent is there. But
their talent is just in the secondary.
That's it.
Just in the secondary. The secondary no good without no good front seven.
I agree with that.
I'd rather have a talented front seven than a not talented secondary.
I agree with that too. They
can make your secondary look good. Your front seven game.
Mm-hmm. So streets, Baltimore Ravens, they are off to a 1-2 start, but us as fans, and Q is really harping on, and he's absolutely right. He's harping on defense, and we all had great defenses with our team. We had the Raiders had the Soul Patrol, Q had the Purple People Eaters. You had the no-name defense. So, I mean, not no-name. What's the Dallas called? What was their defense called? Was it no-name defense?
Trash.
But anyway, but Street, man, Baltimore is off to a 1-2 start, Street. So what is the problem, Street, that you think is going on with the Baltimore Ravens?
I think everybody need to calm down, just settle down. Everybody, they only 1-2. They play some of the top teams in the league early, and it's not time to throw the baby out with the bathwater yet. All right, it's not that.
Philly G, what up?
Let's calm down and let's look at this. All right, most of these games they had control of these games and would have normally finished them off. Derrick Henry, number one, got to protect the ball. All right, he can't have a fumble in each of these games. They was really ready to close these games out, had the lead. They was about to close these games out, but he's fumbling the ball in critical situations. So you got to stop that. He hasn't been known as a fumbler in the league, so I think he tightened that up. That'll take care of that situation. As far as defense, man, Suggs, Reed, Ray Lewis, them boys ain't walking through that door no more. So that defense is not the same defense that it was last. This team is carried by its offense. It will go as Lamar goes. You know what I mean? So you tighten up with Derrick Henry fumbling in his ball.
Okay.
And defense, they got to start bend but don't break strategy. They're giving up 32 points a game right now.
Absolutely.
Right? That's a lot of points. So I ain't worried about the offense. I think Henry will correct this fumbling. I always never liked their wide receivers. I'm not the biggest fan of their wide receivers. But they put points up, no doubt about it. I'm not worried about Lamar. Lamar comes to play. That playoff game last year wasn't his fault. He had a couple of plays, but at the end, he put the ball right there in the tight end's hand, and he dropped it, all right? So I'm not worried about Lamar. Lamar have his team there. Now, the defense, I just think they need to tighten up some things, man. They got to have a bend but don't break mentality because they don't have, like I say, Ray Lewis ain't out there. Haloti Ngata's not out there. These guys aren't coming through that. Suggs, they ain't coming through that door. So, I just think they got to have a bend but don't break mentality. They've given up 96 points in the first 3 games. That's a lot of points. You know what I mean? That's a lot of points. So Derrick Henry, protect the ball. He hasn't been known as a fumbler in his career. I think he protect the ball. Let Lamar do what Lamar do. They'll right the ship. They'll be there in the end. They're too talented of a team not to be. But I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. 1 and 2, they can right this ship. Hey, look, they ain't played no scrubs, man. All right, these weren't scrubs that they played at the beginning of the year. So these were some teams that's going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think they protect the ball. Derrick Henry not fumbling late in games. They'll be all right. I ain't gonna throw the baby out with bad. Yeah, Mark Andrews dropped that pass. Right.
Howard M, man, appreciate you, Mark Andrews. Yeah,
I agree with that. Whoever Howard is,
welcome to the show, man.
I agree with. They do miss
Howard
Mike.
M, man, thank you for.
You see the job Mike is doing out there at Seattle. It looks good.
And,
you know, he got no.
And we definitely going to get to that because it's very ironic that things are happening right now with that. But shout out to Howard M, man. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for your comments. Do us a favor, man. If you hit that subscribe button for us, we really appreciate that. Hit that subscribe. But thank you for your comment. We get plenty more, man. Keep on posting. But go ahead, Street. How would you fix this problem, Street?
Well, I don't think it's not panic time. I mean, 1 and 2, you got the best player in the league, one of the best players in the league on your squad, Lamar. You know, you got solid. I would go and practice protecting the ball, number 1. All right. We can't give the ball away, Derrick Henry, especially late in these games. So, you know, do some drills on that. But defensively, that's where I will be doing most of my coaching because we got to have a don't break mentality. We can score points, but we can't give up 32 points a game either. So I just have to go back to and listen. If it's not getting right in the wild, you might have to make a change at defensive coordinator. I'm rooting for the young black guy, but he has to get together.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Q.
I think another big thing that I missed to point out that a lot of teams, which probably will help Derrick Henry, man, you know, a lot of teams is going to a 2-back system to a point where, you know, you're not wearing out your back so much and they have to carry the ball, you know, all these games at certain points, you know, they carry it and, you know, you get you a big, strong back within the red zone, you know, so they won't take that many hits on and get wore out so much this time. I think they putting too much on the back. So I think a lot of teams, that's what they're going to, these 2-back systems.
True. Henry ain't that kind of back. Henry like the juggernaut. As he gets going,
but still, it don't matter how
don't carry it.
But still, I just still think that, you know, that might help him. Even if they come in at least 10 plays or something, you know, at least that would give him rest a little bit where he just don't feel like, you know, he got to keep pounding and pounding and pounding. You know, I mean, sooner or later, you keep doing that, something like that, things like this happens. Yeah, it happens like this in the fourth quarter and stuff like that.
Look, this ain't big hits. He just being sloppy with the ball, man. He's got to get back to his technique.
Well, they're not being sloppy. You see the guy.
You know, he's never been as a fumble.
I'm telling you though, time after time, the way he run the power, you starting this in the first quarter, you're going on in the fourth quarter, somewhere down the line, man. He needs some rest somewhere down the line, man. During the course of that game, he needs some rest.
That could, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But I agree. Hold on, before Street and Q, y'all got a little debate going on, but both of you are right. But in Street's term, you can't. They do run Justice Hill, but they run him on screens because he's a better catcher. But I agree. Though you got to kind of take these. Derrick Henry is a guy. He's a bell cow. He's always been that.
Yeah, latcher him up.
And you got to keep him happy. If not, he's gonna be ready to walk. So he wants the ball. He's gonna demand the ball because he's that type of running back. And I get what you're saying, Q, because he needs to kind of need to cut down on his running. And I get that, but not Derrick Henry because he's just a guy that wants the ball. That's why he's in Baltimore, because he believes Baltimore is going to utilize him even more than what he did in Tennessee. John Stover is definitely in the building.
What up, nephew?
All right, John Stover. Holler at me. I got these dogs on here ready. I got these Cleveland dogs ready to clap on your neck. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
I
got a question specifically for my man Street.
Okay.
Street, how do you absolve Lamar Jackson from any blame and all this when this isn't just a 2025?
They do, Ms. Jones. They do.
This has been going on for the last number of years since he's been in Baltimore. Like, how many times have we seen them have a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter against teams both good and also very bad, and somehow, some way, Lamar can never take them home when they need it. It can never get them over the hump. I'm not trying to brag. I ain't trying to talk trash, but I can't forget the two times that they done played against my Raiders and had us dead to rights in the fourth quarter and just straight up choked. I mean, they literally gave up a 10-point lead to Gardner freaking Minshew at home, dog. We seen what they did against Kansas City at home. We see what they did on the road against Buffalo. Like, I don't understand how I don't disagree with anything that you said. I just can't see how you're absolving Lamar from any blame and all this. At some point, he the quarterback. He got to do his job and help the team.
If I had to give out blame pie, he would get maybe 10% of it. All right.
He's 10%?
Yes, only 10. Now, Lamar, he always had his team in position to win. He had him in position to win every game this year.
Very true.
He did not any of those fumbles. That was Derrick Henry coughing the ball up in crunch time. Lamar always got him in position to win. In the playoffs last year, he put that ball right in Andrews' hand. He dropped that pass. So you imagine if Lamar is not there, what they would look like. He always has them in a position to win. Yeah. I blame the defense. Lamar scoring 30. If your offense gets 30 points, you should be able to close that game out. You should be able to hold the team under 30.
The defense too. I'm not looking at these. These are two caliber stars.
Derrick Henry has three fumbles. They're
gonna do what they do. But like you say, 96 points in 3 games, that's too much.
That's too many.
That's too many points, man. That's too many points. And you have to try to find some way. And the only way you fix that on defense, you have to fix that front seven. That's what the power of your defense is. You got to put a squeeze on that damn quarterback and crush that damn and squeeze that pocket like a soda can. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you're gonna keep giving team chance to win. So until they fix that defense, this is what we continue to see.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard to go out there and score 30 points every weekend.
Absolutely. So let me close this thing out because this is like batting after Alexander looks lost out there. Yeah, he does. He does.
Exactly.
Big time. Oh my God, big time. So though, but you know what though? On offensively, I am going to throw. I'm going to give Lamar. Streets is right. Street was exactly right about Lamar because for the first time you can't really put this on Lamar because he has got better. He is less running and more throwing, and he has gone a lot better. And it's not on him, but you know how it is with the quarterback. You're going to get the blame. But I am going to throw a little bit of, as he said, blame pie on Lamar because the problem offensively is you have no leadership. That's what's wrong with the Baltimore Ravens as a whole. They do not have any leaders. As you can look at the 2000s Baltimore Ravens, they had Ray Lewis, who was a bona fide leader. You don't have anybody that's going to, in the fourth quarter, we got, a 17-point lead. Like, we need to hold it together. And, you don't have anybody. Lamar Jackson is not a leader. He's a superstar quarterback, but he's not a leader. Lamar Jackson, and at times you look on the sideline and you see him trying to hype his players up but he's not a leader. Lamar Jackson has never been a leader. When he was in Louisville, he never was a leader. Never.
I gotta disagree with that a little bit. I gotta push back on that just a little bit, host.
Okay.
Some people will lead vocally like Ray Lewis would rah the crowd. I think Lamar leads by play. You know what I mean? He's more of a play. He's a gamer. He comes to play, man. He's not fumbling either part. He's not dropping that pass in the goal line when you put it right there in your hands. He's always got his team in a position to win the game, to close them out. He's not giving up 30 points. He's putting up 30. Your defense can't give up 30. If I put up 31, my defense can't give up 32.
That's very true. And no, he's not vocal, but Joe Montana was not a vocal guy either. But he led the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not saying that he needs to be like him or anything like that. But and again, on your defense, on your side, Lamar has gotten better. but it's just not in him, man. He needs a dog offensively. He got Derrick Henry, but he needs a dog on that wideout. Zay Flowers is not, to me, is not a wideout. Zay Flowers is a slot guy. He's a young Santana Moss. He's not. He's not a guy that's going to take over the game. Rashard Bateman is a utility guy. DeAndre Hopkins is past his prime. He's done. So they don't have any leadership on that offensive side, but Lamar, who's trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, but he cannot do it. You can only run so much, and you can only throw so much.
This is how you create a narrative. Now listen, y'all. Lamar had his team to win all 3 of these games. Derrick Henry coughed up the ball, and that's uncharacteristic of Derrick to cough up the ball like
things happen. That's the fumbles is nothing.
In winning time. So
the fumbles is nothing.
I can't say that Lamar ain't, I can't put this on Lamar. I can't put it on.
You can. If you look at the bigger picture and not just 3 games here in 2025, you can put the blame on him, dude. Like I've seen it firsthand. I can name you multiple games where he had opportunities to elevate his team, to take over the game himself, and he just did not do it. It's expecting him to win you a game in crunch time, especially a crucial gotta-have-it game, is like trying to use the Michael Jordan Bulls to beat the Detroit Pistons on NBA Jam. If you know the ins and outs of that game, that ain't gonna happen, bro.
He had him lined up last year in the playoffs. He put the ball right there in your boy hand. He dropped the pass.
He dropped the
pass. How many times have they been in Pittsburgh with a chance to win the game late and Lamar throws an interception in the end zone? How many times do they go up against Patrick Mahomes at home, have a chance to win the game, and Lamar can't make the plays that he needs to help them win?
But that was last year. We talking about.
I'm talking about overall. Like this is
overall, he got better though. He did get a lot better. Like
I give credit. His play has gotten better, but he does not have that clutch gene in him, bro.
No, he doesn't.
It don't exist.
He doesn't.
Mark, it takes 2 people to clutch, Mark. If I'm throwing the ball to my receiver,
when you play quarterback, it takes 1.
No, it takes 2.
When Michael Vick was up in Minnesota and Atlanta, he needed to win that game. He single-handedly won in that game. When Steve McNair led the Titans to the Super Bowl that year against the Rams, when they needed him to make plays, when they needed to extend their playoff life, he extended it himself.
Steve Young as well. Steve Young.
Like, come on, man.
Listen here, man. If I throw the ball to you in the end zone for a touchdown and the tight end drops it, how's that on Lamar? How's that on Lamar?
I agree. I agree with Street.
If I do this, I hand the ball off to my running back that's supposed to close the game out, and he cough it up. How's that on Lamar?
It's not on Lamar.
You specifically can't say that, my friend. The only reason why I say you specifically can't say that is because you made this exact same argument about your boy Micah Parsons when y'all first got rid of him. You pointed out his lack of sacks and his lack of productivity in the playoffs. So you can't use that argument against Micah and then use it to shield Lamar Jackson. Come on now.
I'm not shielding Lamar. Lamar's job is to put up points. If he put up 32 and my defense give up 33, how is that his fault?
It's not his fault.
I mean, come on. Micah Parsons' job is to get sacks, but in 4 playoff games, he got 1 sack. Hey, he ain't doing his goddamn job. He got to go. Let's get some else in here. Listen, Lamar does his job. Is he perfect? No. I ain't no Baltimore fan. Let's don't get it twisted. But he puts up 30 a game, bro. 30 points a game, and the defense is letting them down. Derrick Henry is letting them down. If Derrick Henry holds on to those balls, those 3 fumbles in those 3 games, they close out those games. They're 3-0, and we're not having this conversation.
But he fumbled, whoa, because he fumbled 6 minutes. He had 6 minutes to go, so I wouldn't say the fumble determined.
In winning time, host. That's winning time.
Yeah, but that's closeout time.
Winning time. That's taking the possession away from us, giving the ball in short, giving them the short field, leading to a score. Yeah, come on.
I don't think the fumbles is a major problem. I don't think that. I don't think that. But I think you guys are right on it. Q started it off because he said the defense. And then that's what it is, really. It's the defense. Look,
that's right.
It started from Wink Martindale, who was the coordinator back in the day with Ray Lewis them. And then it went down to Mike McDonald, who we just talked about, who's head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. And now you got Zachary Orr as the defensive coordinator. But see, they're showing away from that Baltimore. Baltimore has always been known for their defense, never their offense. And Zach Orr has a 3-4 defense, but it's so light. So I'm watching when they play in Detroit. I'm like, why in the fuck are they zoning? Like, you don't zone on Armand St. Brown. This dude is fast. You don't zone on him, and that's why Gibbs and your boy got off, man, because they was zoning. Exactly, they was zoning, bro. And I'm like, man, this ain't Baltimore. The defense is terrible. You can't back off Zach Orr. You cannot back off, not against Detroit. You got to put pressure on him, especially, and you got to jam Armand St. Brown. You got to jam him.
Ain't got nobody.
But the major problem to me is the defense. Nope, they ain't got nothing. And see, they gotta put. And when I mean zoning, you got to use Kyle Hamilton just like Wink Martindale would do, and put him in a guy. Get him out of strong safety and put him in a nickel and let him hit. Kyle Hamilton is a hitter. Let him hit. But you got the dude playing strong safety. Come on, bro. Don't drop him in coverage. I'm just saying.
I agree with the host. I just want to point that out.
No, thank you. But let's just be real. Teams are figuring out these super teams, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and sometimes the Eagles. And they're able to do what they did in previous. Very true, John Stover. Very true. Very true.
Well,
I've only seen 5 quarterbacks to the Super Bowl in my lifetime, and I'm not mistaken. Okay. Eli, Mahomes, Hurts, Brady, Big Ben, Russ, and Peyton. So, Simon. Okay. Got you. I got you. But yes, the problem with Baltimore, man, that's the defense, man. Defense is just like Q. I agree with Q. They're playing too soft.
I'm not worried about it.
It's the front seven.
The front seven, man. And they got a lot to hype up because coming off of legendary players like Terrell Suggs and Ray Lewis and all that. And I get that, but that time has moved on. That time has moved on now. Yeah, and Calais Campbell and all that. I mean that's over with. Yeah.
They ain't replaced those guys. Yeah. Listen, your back end.
That's exactly right. That's it.
That's good. Exactly, they ain't gonna be that good. Your front seven ain't doing what they supposed to do. So
absolutely
not gonna
right. Absolutely right.
They gonna have to, hey, listen, if they don't get it together, they're gonna get that young black boy out of there calling them plays. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you better tighten up. Tighten his ass.
Zach Orr.
But listen, there's no time to.
This is the Ravens' schedule. This is what they got coming up now. They got the Kansas City
Chiefs. Man. Those are 3 tough teams. Listen, is that Buffalo?
No, that's Kansas City. They got Kansas City next, but they got Houston.
No, I'm saying they played Detroit. Who else they played? Cleveland. Tough and defensive squad. And Buffalo. Come on, man. So it's no time to panic. Those are two out of the three.
I think so because listen, the Rams are not pushovers. Okay, then you got the Chiefs. You don't know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get good chief, bad chief. You're gonna get a ref or not a ref. So you don't know what you're gonna get. And then you got the Vikings. You got to play against the Vikings. You got the Browns.
They might sweep these next 6 teams, man.
Jordan Anderson's coming back. And Justin Jefferson, I'm telling you,
you're looking at Houston. Houston still, they're not winning, but they still can play.
Man, come on, man, stop. Houston is in the tails.
Yeah, you got the Rams. Look at the Rams, Kansas City Chiefs, and then you got the Bears who beat y'all. So you testament for that.
I go give you that, man. We damn sure we're not the Ravens, okay? We're not the Ravens.
Well, I didn't say that, but you can testify that. I just said you can testify that. I didn't say they were. But you can testify for the world.
I don't see them winning those next 6 games easily. Those next 6
winning the next 6 games easily?
Yeah. I mean, what team scares Baltimore? Out of all those teams, what team really scares Baltimore?
The Rams.
Nobody. You got to watch the Rams. You got the Rams. You got the Vikings. You got the Jets. You got Cincinnati.
The Vikings, really? Really? The Vikings? Come on, man.
But you got the Bengals.
Beat up on a Joe Burrow-less team and barely beat. They beat up on a Joe Burrow-less team, okay?
Oh,
Come on, man. Let's pump our brakes with the Vikings, okay?
Oh, damn. Okay.
I
So you
don't
don't want to go to
nobody
Vikings?
here at the time believe in Carson.
We ain't pumping our brakes on y'all. I'll tell you that much.
I can't wait.
The front office makes silent trades during the offseason, which has huge impacts on the season. So technically, these teams are different from year to year. Yes, they are.
Exactly.
Yes, they are.
Exactly.
Yes, they are. But what I'm saying is the secondary of Baltimore just going to have to put on they're going to put on their work shoes against the Rams. They got to put on their shoes against you got the the Dolphins. As bad as they playing, it's still Waddle is still fast. You still got Tyreek Hill. You don't want to say Minnesota, but they got the best wide receiver in the damn league. And then you got what you got
to say about that?
And then you got the Bengals, and then you got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. You got DK Metcalf in Pittsburgh. I mean, this is going to be tough for the secondary, man. This is going to be tough. It's going to be tough for them.
All them teams, they can stop that offense. Lamar and them put up, as you see, they put up 30-something points a game, man.
Absolutely, you know what I mean? Absolutely right. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, they played two out of the three teams. They played, first of all, they played Cleveland with the best defense in the league. They played them already. Then they played these two, Buffalo and the Lions. That was deep in the playoffs. Like, so they played great teams at the beginning of the year. I'm not worried about. All I need Derrick Henry to tighten up his fumbling. They'll be there at the end of the year. There's no doubt about it.
The fumbling, I don't think the fumbling is. Yeah, the fumbling is fine. I think he'll straighten that up. That's nothing.
Yeah, tighten that up. Or if you get the yips when you out there fumbling the ball, boy. Yeah. Three. I can't have 3 fumbles in 3 games, man.
But you,
especially when he's fumbling is crucial.
The next 3, they might win 1. Never know. But Street, in all, what I'm saying is you're not wrong at all. And I totally agree with you. I totally agree. And those fumbles, I think those fumbles will stop. But it's not an easy schedule. Now, maybe about a year or 2 ago, it'll probably be easy. You know, but this is everybody's getting up. Like John Stover
coming up. And what quarterback really scared you?
Exactly. You cannot underestimate the Dolphins. You cannot underestimate Carolina. You cannot underestimate anybody. I'm not saying that they doing that, but I'm just saying like you said, you have to play from 0 to finish. And Lamar and the whole team just gonna have to close out these games because they can, like you said, Street, they can get the lead because they put up 30s. They can get the lead, but they got to hold on to it. And who holds on to it?
Yeah, but defense. None of the teams coming up to have the offensive firepower of Buffalo or
freeze and stop. I love it. But what I was getting at, man, it's just the defense. Defense, man. Baltimore excuse me. Baltimore is going to have to just don't sleep on the Rams, man. The Rams is the dangerous team.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
they off the damn.
It's what you're saying. Everybody keep hopping on Lamar and you know, and Henry and everything. But it's the defense is the ones that leaving them hang out to dry, man. It's the ones that you can't keep making scoring points like that, and your team is letting them just be on and score just as many points. You can't win like that.
Yeah, man.
Every game you play like that, you're gonna be letting squeeze out there and win a game. They're not playing in dominant fashion. You got to play in dominant fashion. You got to play on both. Be dominant. You got to be dominant on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
You got to be dominant on both sides of the ball, not just one side.
And I'm gonna say this too. While Sojo is saying it, I'm gonna say this, man. I think the Los Angeles Rams. I think everybody should put a target on those guys. But let me tell you something. That Sean McVay, man, he is a crafty son of a bitch, and he knows how to play call and great. He's a situational football type guy, and he has an amazing coach tree with Raheem Morris and Kevin O'Connell. So you just can't. The guy know how to win the game. He won a Super Bowl. So I mean, that game right there, it could be trapped. It could be trapped with them. It could be trapped. With the Rams and the Ravens. It's gonna be an interesting game.
That'll be a good game. I ain't gonna front on Stafford. Stafford is a baller. He's a baller. You know, boy definitely gonna ball. What's my man name? Mark? His name slipping me. This receiver they got out there now.
Puka Nacua.
Puka or Devontae?
Devontae. Yeah, they got Devontae Puka.
Okay.
So yeah, they'll put up some points. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about.
But again, Street, you are absolutely right. I'm sitting here. I'm agreeing with you, brother, because you are 100% right. You are 100% right on everything you said. I just had to counteract a little bit, but you right. That's all I can say. You right, man. But I hope you Baltimore fans that's watching, Baltimore Ravens fans, we're not slandering your team or anything like that. No. And I believe they'll be there at the end of the season. I believe they'll be there. But man, y'all supposed to be with a team like that. You're supposed to be 3-0, really, to be honest with you. And I know you played Buffalo, but you had the lead on Buffalo. You had Buffalo, but you gave it up. You beat the brakes off Cleveland. They had Buffalo. They was leading Buffalo, and they let Buffalo come back. Yep, you got to close out. You got to close out games, man. You got to close out games. This is most important. Got to close out games, and you need a killer. In Baltimore, just don't have a killer. Got to have one. Got to have one. Good debate, y'all. Good debate. Good discussion. Love it, man. I'm gonna run through these quick picks real quick. I did not do it, so I'm gonna run through them real quick. I'm gonna start with the champ, 𝐸 real quick. Really fast here. I'm gonna run through it. He chose the Arizona Cardinals. He chose the Cardinals for Thursday night's game. Of course, he's choosing his Minnesota Vikings over the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Washington Commanders over the Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills over the Saints, Cleveland Browns over the Detroit Lions, the Texans over the Tennessee Titans, the Patriots over the Carolina Panthers, the Chargers over the New York Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Philadelphia Eagles. Interesting. Los Angeles Rams over the Colts, the 49ers over the Jacksonville Jaguars, Baltimore Ravens over the Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you for that. And the Bears over the the Bears over the Las Vegas Raiders, the Green Bay Packers over the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dolphins over the New York Jets. And the Monday night game, he chose the Denver Broncos over the Cincinnati Bengals here. So really quick, Q, let's go to, you chose the Bucs over the Eagles. What do you see in that game?
Man, I'll tell you, that Baker Mayfield, not trying to piggyback on Mark or anything, this man shows me that he's a fighter. He's one of the top fighters in this league.
Yes.
He plays with it.
Baker Mayfield is awesome.
I mean, this guy's what we're talking about, that what I call quarterback. There's certain quarterbacks that are winners. He has it in him. He's a winner. And he plays like it, and even though in clutch moments down, when they're down, it seems like there's no hope. He wheels his team through. When I say he wheels this thing too. It's a personal vengeance that he has in him. These is what quarterbacks need. They need that type of DNA that he has.
Yes, sir.
You have to have that type of winning quarterback like he is to win games in the NFL. And so I believe in Baker Mayfield. You have to fight that man to the clock. It's 0-0.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I agree. He took a brutal hit last game. He got molded, got right back up, bro, like it was nothing, and it fired the team up. That's what you need. Baker Mayfield needs to be in Baltimore. That's what the Baltimore Ravens need. They need a guy like that. But
stop.
I'm telling you, bro. Watch a Tampa game. Watch a Tampa game. Matter of fact, watch this particular game right here. Now, of course, Philadelphia's going to beat up. They're going to beat them up. But watch I'm not talking about the talent. I'm talking about the drive and the will and determination the guy got. I'm telling you, man. Baker
But Philly's not that same team no more, man. They better squeak out. They better squeak out against the Rams. So a team like the Bucs, with the way Baker Mayfield plays, he has a chance against Philadelphia.
3 years straight, he took Tampa to the playoffs.
Yeah.
3 years straight.
The weakest conference in football, y'all. Come on, let's go over it. The weakest.
Come on, Street, you got to give a little credit, bro.
Weakest conference in professional football right now.
I feel you, Street. I love Street, man. I tell you, boy. Street,
Carolina.
He gonna say what he say. Street gonna say what he say, baby. All right. Speaking of Street, let's go to Street's pick real quick here. Streets. Oh man. Oh, you went with Seattle, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, went with Seattle. Okay, but he's going with the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Minnesota Vikings, the Atlanta Falcons over the Commanders, the Buffalo Bills over the New Orleans Saints, the Lions over the Browns, the Texans over the Titans, the Panthers over the Patriots. Okay. Chargers over the Giants, the Eagles over the Bucks, the Colts over the Rams, 49ers over Jacksonville, Baltimore Ravens over the Chiefs, the Raiders over the Bears. It's the first, man. It's the first time you picked this, bro. The Raiders over the Bears, his Dallas Cowboys over the Green Bay Packers, the Jets over the Dolphins, and Monday night's game, he chose the Broncos over the Bengals. So, Streets, what do you see in Carolina? First of all, I'm gonna ask you two of them. What do you see in Carolina? Over, hold on. I'm sorry, not Carolina. The Colts over the Rams. What do you see in there?
I like teams that's got momentum, especially in the first 4 games of the year. So I like everything I'm seeing from the Colts, man. They look good offensively. I never thought Daniel Jones was a bum quarterback, you know what I mean? But got a solid offensive line to protect him now. Got a strong running game. You know what I mean? Got a strong running game. I think they're a solid ball club, man. I really do. I think they're balanced. I think they're solid.
Okay.
I think they go get it done. I think and show people that it's not a fluke. I know their first 3 teams weren't world beaters, but this is the time I think they get to step up and show the team show the league that they're not a fluke. They're gonna be a team to be reckoned with in that conference this year. They're a solid ball club, man. I watched them play the other night. They're solid, even though they won't play in a great team. I think they're a solid ball club. And when you got that back there, host, when you got that back like Jonathan Taylor that can tote that rock and carry that rock, a lot of stuff can come off. I mean, and Daniel Jones is an athletic quarterback himself. So I like the squad. I like Pittman. I like the squad. I like Warren. I like their squad, man. I think they're good offensively. I really do. I think they're gonna put up numbers this year.
And also, one last one. You chose the Falcons over the Commanders.
Yeah. The Falcons. You can't play a worse game than you played last week, man. You can't play as worse as you played against Carolina. So I'm looking for them to make a complete 180, turn this thing around, and shock these I'm not a I think the backup quarterback still gonna be playing for the Commanders this Mariota gonna be playing. So
Mariota, yeah.
I look for the Falcons to get back on the winning side of things, man. I look for them to play much, much better than they played. You gotta come out and play better than you played last week. So I'm looking for them to sneak away and get a win right here.
That's an interesting game too. I might check that one out for sure.
They played worse than they played against Carolina. I mean, they played like they didn't know how to play football.
You ain't lying, bro. That was abysmal. That's a hard one. The Bucks can't see the Eagles for real.
Exactly. Come on, I can't believe OG picked the Bucks. Come on, man. Y'all drinking that Baker Mayfield juice, man? Stop it, okay?
Daniel Jones.
He played the worst conference in football.
Wait a minute, though.
The worst in football.
It's a contradict here because let me throw a flag on the play because he just said Daniel Jones is balling, but what do you think Baker Mayfield's doing?
I think he's in a weak conference. Come on, man. Carolina, the Falcons, the Saints. Stop. Okay, let's back up.
They ain't even played them yet. I mean, they played the Falcons.
I don't win that conference by default just because them teams aren't very good. I mean, I look for him to win their conference, therefore get himself ushered into the playoffs and be a one and done. You know what I mean?
It's a weak conference.
Especially without boy ain't playing this week.
They are the weakest conference.
Ingram, what's the name? Mike Evans ain't playing this weekend, so that's a big part of their offense. I look for them to lose this game this year. To make them
Bucky never been running the ball pretty good too now. So I don't know, man. This team like Tampa,
let them sleep, post. Let them sleep.
Yeah, man. I see some shit in Tampa.
Run against the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles are stout though. They're the champs. So we'll see. That's gonna be a good game. I think I'm gonna be more invested in that game now.
Yeah, I like that game. I
I think I'm gonna invest more in that game right there. You got, let's see, you got Mark. Last but not least, real quick, we got Mark. Mr. Marcus. Mr. Mark, here we go. He chose the Seahawks for Thursday. And he chose the Minnesota Vikings over the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Washington Commanders over the Falcons, the Buffalo Bills, everybody unanimously, the Bills over the Saints.
And Mark looked about
huh?
I said Mark looked about the same. You had him shaking his head at me. His pick by host.
Just about. Just, you know what? I'm looking at it. Yeah, he chose the Vikings. You chose the Steelers, but yeah.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Got Lions. He going with the Lions over the Browns, the Texans over the Titans, the Carolina Panthers over the New England Patriots, the Chargers over the Giants, the Bucks. Mark going with the Bucks, of course.
Are we surprised?
Yeah, exactly. Over the Philadelphia Eagles. The Rams over the Colts. 49ers. This is unanimous too. 49ers over the Jaguars. The Ravens over the Chiefs. The Bears. Over the Raiders.
Oh, he's taking his pick and stuff.
Remind me to check your ID at the door, sir. The Bears over the Raiders. The Packers over the Cowboys. The Jets over the Dolphins. And Buddy that game, he going with the Broncos over the Bengals. Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, Mark. So Jackson Dart don't get the win. His debut. Jackson Dart don't get the win against the Chargers. You don't see that coming?
No. And it's not anything on him. It's just when I look at the Chargers, I see a very complete football team. Khalil Mack injury aside, like Hampton can run the ball really well. Keenan Allen still got a lot of juice left. Quentin Johnson has finally emerged and started to play like that wide receiver.
Yeah, that dude could jump, bro. That dude could jump.
It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do when you have a coach who not only believes in you, but convinces you to believe in yourself also. That's the main reason why I'm bullish on the Chargers, man. Say what you want, Stover, but
exactly.
I'll take Baker Mayfield over any other quarterback playing professional football right now.
Don't do that. Mark.
I'll take him over Dak. I'll take him over Lamar. I'll take him over Josh Allen, Mahomes. It don't matter. I've been a Baker Mayfield fan literally 10 years this November. I've been a Baker Mayfield fan. I ain't switching up on my dog now. But yeah, I know I got a lot of eyebrows raised at me for picking the Bears. Just in general, I've reached a point where I can no longer deny it. The Raiders suck. It just is what it is. We suck. We're a bad football team, and I don't have anybody on that team who I can put 100% of my belief in. It's not like it was back in the day when we had Derek Carr, and no matter what the situation was, if Derek had a football, Derek would find a way to get us to win. I don't have that feeling anymore. I can't rely on Max Crosby for that. And then just from an on-field perspective, we don't have an offensive line, so we can't run the football. We can't protect Geno to throw it. Yeah. Geno has to play better and stop trying to force the ball in a double coverage and triple coverage. Like, that crap has to stop. Yeah. And then, too, the last time we played the Bears, they were an even worse football team than they are now, and we still got beat. So I'm still a Raider fan. Like, I'm not putting down my Raider flag, but just from a realistic football watching perspective, I just can't find a reason to pick them this week against Chicago. I just really can't.
I understand. We going through, as a fan myself, offensive line is terrible.
That's the big thing, man. If you don't have an offensive line, you can't do nothing.
Yeah, it's terrible. Jackson Powers needs to go back over the guard.
And
then
they're
you'll go over the
refusing to
center.
do it. Like it's like they're holding him out. Like they're thinking about trading him or something.
It's bullshit.
And Coach Curl's son, like I respect you for being a football coach, but brother, you got to get the hell up out of town because what you done to this offensive line ain't it, bro.
It's terrible. Yeah, he needs to go back to center, and Meredith need to go back to guard. I mean, it worked for us. So I mean, hey, but
one last thing I want to say, and I hope Street can hear me right now when I say this. We give Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys a lot of flack for being, a circus and being like all about the headlines and the show. But one thing that I can say with Jerry Jones out of the course of my life and the course of the time that he's on that team, he has always invested in that offensive line. And if you look at a lot of the most disappointing teams in the National Football League right now, whether it's the Raiders or a team like the Houston Texans, the key ingredient that they have in common with each other is they do not have an offensive line. You need them big uglies. You need them hog mollies up front, like a Mark Schlereth or a Trent Williams. You got to have those guys in your offensive line to protect your quarterback and open things up in the running game. So I hope this is a lesson to the entire league. Like, please, for the love of God, invest in the offensive line.
You need to, man. And you said Street, Street. I mean, y'all won Super Bowls off the greatest offensive line ever. So, and the Cowboys, and that's that. I argue with anybody that's the greatest offensive line ever. The Dallas Cowboys had. So, you gotta have a line. Got to have a line. Got to.
Well, them holes were pretty tough back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you saw. Hey, OG, I shouted out Mark.
Yeah, they were tough.
Yeah, they were tough, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back then.
Yes, sir.
Them little ass offensive linemen back in those days, man. The little 20, 50 90s Cowboys line. You were fucking with 350 pounds.
Russ Grimm, Jacoby,
Larry Allen, Mark Tuane.
Granted, Dallas did have the greatest, but you cannot discredit the Washington Redskins in them.
They want Dallas.
Oh man, what?
All right. The Hogs, they just got famous for putting that little shit on their nose. But listen, they won't know Dallas
because they always played in the mud.
Okay? How many Hall of Famers came off that line?
If you can play that good and that fast still in a muddy field every Sunday, that's impressive, bro. Because
that's back then when them linemen was 250 pounders. It's small little linemen. When you got to the 90s offensive linemen with Larry Allen, Big Eric Williams, Mark Tuane, Nate Newton, those 350 and plus linemen.
You should never said that. Should have left that alone. Now you know.
Mark Stepnowski was us.
Now you know, Mark. Now you know you won't take over the show with that shit. Now you don't give them no problems. This is what you gonna get right here.
I see what you're saying. I don't disagree with you. And this is going to sound like a hot take. I don't think that Geno Smith and Pete Carroll are the coach and quarterback combo we need to turn this around. I think we missed the head coaching candidate that we really needed 2 years ago. He was available and we turned him down. But just Geno is a system quarterback who needs a system and the players around him to be good in order for him to excel. And right now, that's not going down in Vegas. It has the potential to go down in Vegas, but it ain't going down right now.
It ain't happening, man. First of all, I think 𝐿 I think y'all drafted him way too high. That's number one. You drafted him way too high, host. This draft just got 6 and that's way too high. Geno, really?
Didn't you draft the running back 4th overall?
Yeah, Zeke ain't no Zeke. Okay,
well,
he's not no Zeke.
No. We had no choice to get Jensen because Josh Jacobs went to Green Bay, so we needed a running back. We needed that.
You didn't have to go that high. You could have got somebody in the 3rd round. Hey, this kid at Washington, they got him in the 7th round. He a baller.
One thing you gotta understand, brother. Anybody that we would have drafted would have been going through the same struggles. You can't run the ball if you don't have an.
You draft an offensive lineman, Mark. That's what you draft. You draft the offensive lineman.
That's what you draft. We tried to draft an offensive lineman in the 1st round a couple of years ago, and he turned out to be the biggest bust, not named Jamarcus Russell, that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, Jackson Powers.
Now you got to go look at the scouting department. Then
he's the last of the
can't run the ball. Can't block.
Look, Jackson Powers is the last of Josh McDaniels' draft. He's not that good to me. He's a bunch of hype. He talks too much, and he's just not good. He's not good. Yeah, he went to Oregon, but just because you went to Oregon don't mean you're gonna go into the pros and be great. So it's just not gonna work for me. Again, we got a whole, like John Stover said, we just got a whole new staff now. I believe in Spytech more with and Pete Carroll, more football knowledge that is drafting on our rebuild.
I'm losing hope in Spytech, bro. I haven't given up hope on him. But again, offensive line has been a recurring issue for us since we let go of Rodney Hudson.
But you got to look at two. You got to look at two, and I'm gonna shut up after this. But now free agency, everybody has everybody, so it's kind of hard to get players because everybody is. Once a player gets on a team, everybody is pretty much getting locked in, guaranteed for 3 and 4 years. That's why it's so hard to get a quarterback nowadays because all quarterbacks are pretty much locked in now. Everybody got a quarterback. Everybody got a starting quarterback, and everybody got a backup quarterback, and everybody's just locked in for 3 or 4 years now. So everybody's sold up. So so it's not really too much on the market that you can get offensively and defensively. So you kind of got to get what you got, or wait till a contract expires and maybe you can buy them out or on their last year or something like that. But who wants to spend that much money?
Hey man,
I wouldn't. It's just me, but I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up, man. Really quick, really quick, really fast. The game went down Thursday. It was an NFC West division game. It was between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks, man. And the Seahawks came up with the win with the final score of 23-20 over Arizona. It all went down on Amazon Prime. And it went down in Glendale, Arizona, which is home of State Farm Stadium, the Arizona Cardinals. Let's start with Q. What do you think about the Seattle Seahawks and the Cardinals game?
Well, I didn't see too much. I saw the first half. That was it. I didn't see.
That's all we working folks can see.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard.
I'm telling you, bro.
Got to get up in the morning. But, this divisional game, and I always say divisional games are tough because no matter what the record is, you know each other, you don't like each other, and so forth. That's with all teams in the NFL. I really feel like I think a lot of times I say that if you don't hit on the right quarterback, it sets your franchises back.
Absolutely.
I really think that this is what's going to happen. This is happening to Arizona.
Yeah.
I don't think Baker Mayfield. I don't think your boy is the answer. This is really kind of like Sam Darnold. He's looking pretty good in his new regime. We'll see as he go forward. He got another defense that he can lean on, and that will help him out. He didn't really go to his receivers a whole lot in this game that I've seen. So we'll see. As they face the 49ers in the division, which will be another tougher division 4. We'll see how they pair up with them as the season goes along. But this game in particular, Arizona, I think they need to reassess themselves as another quarterback, be on the hunt for another one because I don't think Kyler Murray is the answer for this team. And plus, you got Marvin Harris Jr., you got to get him more involved. He's a dog. I mean, he's more like on Nable's side to me. He showed the potential last year. They just didn't give him the ball enough. Granted, he was a rookie, but, this year, you got to go to a man like that more. Let him do what he do. And so it's kind of holding him back. So you need to pair him up with a quarterback that's going to get a good 1-2 punch when it comes to Arizona. So that's what, as far as I see from this game.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Street? With the Arizona versus Seattle game.
Man, I'm not a big fan of short quarterbacks. You already know how I feel about short quarterbacks, man. So I think Kyler only going to carry you so far. I really do, man. Just not a very good offense at all to me. They're lacking that running back. Kyler runs around like a little rabbit out there, just ripping everything. I just don't like this squad. You know, I like what Seattle got going on. I like Sam Darnold. I think they're solid. I look for them to battle for this division this year. You know, I think they got a great chance to win this division. And I'm just not a fan of the Cardinals. I think they'll start up fizzling away as the season goes on. Just not a big fan of quarterbacks 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Just not a fan of it, host. I just think it's too difficult, man, to look over that line. When you got 6'5", 6'6" linemen, you know, I just think it's too difficult. Don't like it. Don't think their offense is rhythm timing offense. So give me Seattle in this division, actually, to win this division. I think Seattle can really pull out this division. You know, I really do.
Yeah.
49ers undefeated. It's gonna be a race today because 49ers undefeated. You know, Seattle doing their thing. So I think Rams. I think it's gonna be a good hard fought division. But I think Seattle can pull it out. I like what I see from them.
I don't think you're wrong on that pick. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And they got a solid head coach, man. You got a good coach. Come off that Baltimore tree.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that one too. Said the Cardinals. John Stoller said the Cardinals need a big quarterback. Murray's too small.
Yes.
And he doesn't have an accurate arm. Very true.
Too small. Too much ripping and running back there. Running all around.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that too. Mark, you said you had a question for somebody about this game. But first of all, before we get to your question, what do you think about the Seattle and Arizona game?
Yeah, man, my thoughts kind of lead into the question. Looking at this game from both sides, I think it was a great win for Seattle. It showed that they can go on the road on a short week, play a divisional game, and take care of business. They didn't get rattled. They didn't hesitate when Arizona tried to come back in the fourth quarter. They took care of business, and Sam Darnold led them on a game-winning drive. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell for returning his career around and resurrecting him. But my concerns with Seattle was like they kind of let their foot off the gas a little bit and allowed Arizona to come back into this game. I would like to see another game like we saw the one they had against Pittsburgh, where they just straight dominate the game from start to finish and pull away from a team instead of letting them kind of come back into it. People are giving a lot of flack, and it's been brought up a lot in the days since about the new kickoff rule. They're trying to be like spring football. This is a rule that the XFL has been using for years, and that was adopted by the UFL with the landing zone and everything. This landing zone rule has been in place in the NFL for about 2 years now. It's just that the penalty for either kicking it out of bounds or not kicking it in the landing zone is a lot harsher this year than it has been in the past because the league is trying to encourage more kickoffs. So before you start trashing the rule, saying it's not, a football rule and you hate it, I think more so you got to put some of the blame on the players because they've known about this rule. The coaches have known about it. They've had years with it, so they should know better. And the kicker from Arizona should have known better and should have tried to kick it a little bit further to prevent this from happening. But the question that I kind of have, it's not for one particular person, but it's for the podcast panel in general, because both of you guys have brought it up and sharing your thoughts about the game. I'm looking at this Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. situation. It just looks to me from the outside in like Marvin Harrison Jr. is having a confidence issue, and the ultimate person to fix that confidence issue is his quarterback. Like I would expect the quarterback to like put his arm around him, constantly feed him the ball, talk to him during practice, build that rapport and that chemistry. And this is still early, but it's going into year 2. That chemistry between the two of them just ain't there. Do you put that more on Marvin Harrison Jr.? Or do you put that on more so on Kyler Murray as to why those two don't seem to be able to get on the same page?
Allow me to go first on that. And then just what I said about Lamar Jackson, he's not a leader. Kyler Murray is not a leader. When you don't have leadership like that, and like Q said, when you got a dog like Marvin Harrison Jr. that you're not utilizing or you just can't even get on the same page with, that's all on your quarterback. The guy, Marvin Harrison, is running his routes. He's doing a great job. He's catching the ball. He's running his route. That's his job. That's what he get paid to do. Okay, but the quarterback is not getting it to him. And the quarterback, it all relies on the quarterback to get, like you said, to show confidence. It's the same way with his dad in Indianapolis back in the day with Peyton Manning. Marvin Harrison, we didn't really know about Marvin Harrison went for Peyton Manning. So you know, it goes on your quarterback, but it's just not there with Kyler Murray. That's why, you know, like Q said, I agree with him that Kyler Murray, I think the Arizona Cardinals need to go, and I think they need to start over as far as quarterback, because Kyler Murray is just not it. And they tried to make him work, but it's like putting a square into a triangle. It's not going to fit. They gave him a lot of money because he was crying about that. They gave him a lot of money, but he's just not producing. And if you can't get along with our franchise draftee Marvin Harrison Jr., that's our future, you can't get along with him, then hey, you have to go. You have to go. That's my take
on it. Street, what do you think, man? Who do you think is to blame for Marvin Harrison's struggles? The quarterback.
I'm blaming Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, point blank. Period. It's not even close that I'm blaming Kyler Murray. Marvin dropping balls, hitting him right in his hand that he normally would catch in college and all this. You got the yips. He got the yips right now, man. So he's dropping passes that he'll normally catch. He's looking at the rush. He's looking at the defenders. He's not concentrating. That last catch in the end zone now, you could tell. You looked at that slow-mo. He looked that thing all the way into his hands, and he made sure he caught that. So he got to get back to his fundamentals, man. He got to get back to his fundamentals. Stop dropping his eyes. Stop looking at the defenders. And I think he can get back into it.
I agree.
Kyler, I'm just not a fan of small quarterbacks. Just not a fan of it. You know, I'm just not a fan of it, man. But you know, I think you got to make a change. But you're not going to be able to make a change in quarterback right now, because I think they paid Kyler.
Yeah,
you know, I think they paid him, so it's no change.
He got another year. He got one more year.
I mean, you say that though, Street, but this is also the same league that got rid of Matt Ryan out of Atlanta, despite his huge contract hit. Denver got rid of Russell despite his huge contract hit. So I don't even know if you can use that as a fail-safe anymore.
Yeah.
This is what you call it now. Come on, this is the Cardinals. They ain't. Yeah. I can't think of no big-time quarterbacks they've really ever had in this franchise. Kurt Warner, you know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Warner.
They're the oldest team in the league. And
other than that, go all the way back to Neil Lomax and them boys. You know what I mean? I don't remember them having quarterbacks come through there like that.
Jake Plummer was a prospect, but he just didn't pan out.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't have put my money. I wouldn't have doubled down on Kyler. I would have went back into the draft and found me a quarterback.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna sit up because I want to explain what Street and those of you viewers that's watching. It's not that Wall Street is picking on him because he's small, but today's game, when you're playing quarterback, you do need a little size and a little height to you, because you know, these guys are 6'4" and 6'5" linemen. Like, these are monsters. And how can you throw over now? But Kyler Murray, like John Stover just said, he doesn't even look like he wants to play for this team. And that's why I'm saying, I think it's just like, and Q said it, you know, it's time for Arizona, in order for them to be successful and stay relevant in that NFC West, because Seattle is coming up, the Rams are there, and the 49ers are there. So in order to stay relevant, man, they're gonna have to be, you know, get a quarterback and something that's gonna move this offense. But Kyler Murray is just not it. And I'm not going to say because his size, but it's just his talent. It just ain't there, man. But he does need some size. And I agree with Street on that. Small quarterbacks. The last small successful quarterback was, of course, Drew Brees. But Drew Brees had talent. And Drew Brees had Sean Payton. And Drew Brees had a better team.
Don't forget Baker Mayfield now.
And I think they say Drew Brees was at least 6 feet. I think he'd say he was at least 6 feet, 5'11" and a half, 6 feet.
Yeah.
Baker like 5'8" back there, bro. 5'8" behind 6'5", 6'4" linemen. The receivers can't barely see him. They just see the ball. They don't even see the quarterback.
And he's been on that team for 5 years now, and it's just not working. It's just not working. Like, I mean, one season he went. I remember when they started 12-0. It was 12-0.
And they got snapped by Green Bay. Never recovered.
Exactly. And you haven't heard from him ever since. So
I know. Have they ever won their conference?
Yeah. I mean, because Kurt Warner was the first one to lead them to a Super Bowl.
Exactly. No, I'm talking about with your boy.
With Kyler Murray, no, sir.
Kyler,
no. Exactly.
They went 12-0 and didn't win the division.
No, that was the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl.
Exactly, 2019. So, yeah, that's all in a nutshell. It was good to see the Cardinals because I haven't seen them this year. So, but definitely, I agree with Mark that the connection between the quarterback and the future, which is Marvin Harrison Jr., because like Q again, like he said, he's a dog, and that dude that dude is talented, man, and he's gonna put that team on his back.
He got to stop dropping that ball, though, host. He got to stop dropping that ball.
Very true.
You all know about receivers dropping balls, but let me inject on that, and let me answer the question how I feel about it. I kind of go both ways with it because the reason why I say I can kind of go both ways because I look at Neighbors and then I look at Justin Jefferson and then I look at Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison was a phenomenal receiver no matter who he played with, whether he put Pickett on the map and also when he put Caleb Williams to win the Heisman Trophy. These type of receivers, no matter who is in their quarterbacking, they just on the ball. That's just their nature and that's how they are. And they even say it themselves when you interview them. They say it doesn't matter who they put back there. I am. They put the onus on them. I'm the receiver. I'm supposed to catch the ball. So you kind of can. I don't know if Marvin Harrison has that mentality that he feel like that I'm the receiver, no matter who the quarterback is. That I got to catch the ball. I the one got this. Okay, and it proves with the drops because when you drop the ball, then now you can't put it on the quarterback because you dropped the ball. So the onus is on you. You're the last one to touch it. He gave it to you, delivered, you dropped it. The receiver. They look at the receiver. If the ball was just in your receivers, you're supposed to what they call have quote unquote hands. You're supposed to always catch it. You're supposed to always catch it. There's no looking around it. So if you're dropping balls, then we can't hardly put it on Kyler Murray. And so you as the receiver, that's just what it is. That's the nature of that position. That's what they pay you the big bucks for. Most receivers like that get paid. And when you get paid, when that ball is in a certain range with your hands, there's no way you're supposed to be dropping catches. You practice catching 1,000 catches a day. There you're on the drill machine. You're doing all you can to perfect those hands. Absolutely. And so that being said, that I just kind of can put it on the receiver. I don't know if he had that mentality yet, knowing that it's not the quarterback, it's me. Because I'm the dog receiver. I'm supposed to catch everything come my way. And I know that's a hideous thing to say. That someone supposed to catch the ball, that's everything their way, but that's what you do. And then you're supposed to have the hands, and that's what you get paid for. That's why you got to have draft pick. That's why they pick you first round, because your ability in college, when you show those hands off, you're supposed to transfer those hands to the NFL. So really, a lot of times it's really, we can say quarterbacks all we want to, but at the end of the day, if those receivers had that mentality, and like Justin Jefferson said, and also Jordan Addison says, and they come out their own mouth. It's not who is back there quarterbacking. It's me as the receiver. He said, I'm supposed to catch that ball. And so you keep that mentality like that, then then it's gonna make you're gonna make the quarterback look good. Yeah. Because you're catching that ball. Yep. And so the way that was a good question, Mark. I just really feel that it's on the receiver.
I got you.
I just really feel it's on them. It just like you said, you can go through like we have. We went through numerous of quarterbacks. We haven't really had a stay still quarterback. But those quarterbacks and KOC can do all they can do, but it's not good without those receivers catching that ball. And you got dog receivers and got those good hands. They're gonna make any quarterback look good. They're gonna make them look good. So you have to have those hands. And so it's on the receiver at the end of the damn day.
True. John Stowe, you're right.
Like that pass that you kept talking about with Andrews in the playoff game. That was on him, and that was a terrible off season for him to leave to live this off season, because that was surely on your shoulder. You supposed to catch that. You the go-to man. He go to you all the time. Yep. You the go-to man. So you supposed to catch that, bro. I hate that for you. Everybody drop passes, but they don't look at it like that when a top receiver. They don't look at it like that.
Nope. They don't look at it like that. And it wasn't on Lamar. It wasn't on Lamar. It was on you.
Yeah. They might give you one, but you better not do that shit no more than 100 more catches.
There you go.
So that's how they look at it, man.
That's how they look at it. You're right. You're absolutely right, man.
That's how they look at it.
Right. The fans and the owners, the whole front office. You can't drop shit these days. That put you on the bench.
No, hell no.
That put you on that shit put you on the bench real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That don't put you on the bench real quick. Woo! But those are the reviews, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like going to the 70s here.
Soul Train.
Woo! Train. Don Cornelius, shout out to you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm Don Cornelius here, and welcome to Soul Train.
All we need is host and OG to get Afro back.
Wait a minute, Street that too.
I'm working on mine. That'll work on it.
Party at Street House.
Yeah, man.
Street, the big 50, baby. Big 5.
I don't know. He got too many barrels around his house. I don't know.
Oh, damn. Oh, boy. Well, let's get out of here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for stopping by and watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show. Y'all know the same old, man. Drop an elbow on that like button and slap the shit out of that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications, man. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. And while you're here, let's go out with Streets.
Yes, sir. Thank you, host. Appreciate that. Listen, host, people done rid us off for the game tomorrow. Cowboy Nation, lock in. Let's go. Let's just settle down. We got this. Get after him. Dak Prescott, you got to step up. Let's go run that ball. Let's get after these stinking, ugly, yellow cheeseheads. Let's get after them, man. We can't stand them. They bums. My cousin John Stover, I know you're listening. You're going down tomorrow, boy. You're going down tomorrow. I knew it. There you go. I can't stand. I got this ugly green on right now. No more talk.
No more talk, baby.
That's right.
Oh, it's going down. It's going down. And also, man, it's going down early tomorrow morning is the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, God.
They go to Dublin, Ireland to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
Please.
So we all know that the dog will be up bright and early with a sausage biscuit in his mouth, sitting there watching the Vikings games. Hey, good luck to y'all, brother, because I'll be
up early watching that. You get some text messages from me, OG.
Yeah, right. I answer mine.
I can't
Oh,
wait. I'll be
man.
early.
Uh-oh, John Stover.
Oh,
Go
God.
Pack, go. Go Pack, go, baby.
I'm with you this week, John Stover. This is the only week I'm gonna be with you.
You're gonna tear that man cave up after they lose tomorrow. Don't destroy your man cave after you lose.
Oh, you're gonna just throw blue paint everywhere.
Hell yeah, he's gonna destroy no man cave.
Oh man, you gotta love it, man. Well, we're gonna get out of here, man. Again, we cannot thank you guys enough for coming by and watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show. We will be back. We'll be back here next Saturday, going back to 7 p.m. Going back to 7 p.m., man. If anything changes, you definitely know. And how you would know if you turn on that bell for all notifications, it will let you know every single time we go live, man. For now, it's going to be next Saturday at 7 p.m. live right here on YouTube, and we will talk about whatever the hottest news in the NFL, and we will have the picks and the predictions for Week 5, and we will review Thursday night game on Amazon Prime as we will get another NFC West division game. Arguably, the two teams that are favored to win the division is Brock Purdy and the 3-0 San Francisco 49ers. They travel south to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, to take on Matt Stafford and the 2-1 Los Angeles Rams. So it should be a good one. So everybody tune in to Thursday night game. We will come back next Saturday at 7 p.m. and review it. Until then, everybody around the world, on behalf of myself, the OG Q Dog, Minnesota Viking, Wall Street, the Dallas Cowboy, and my Raider brother, Young Mark, man, on behalf of the illustrious, great podcast panel that I have right here, on behalf of ourselves, man, everybody around the world, please be safe and stay safe. And that's an order.